As a nation, as a people, as a country founded upon principle, we have not lived up to the promise of leave no man behind.
I've talked to enough people that never wore a uniform that question me, well, why not just leave them where they lie? And I think it's a pretty strong opinion of most guys, if not every person that's served in the military, that we expect to go home at some point.
See this small little hill right down there? Is the best match, that little hill.
Our government identifies, on average, 80 MIAs per annum. Anyone can do the math. 80 into 92,000 missing. They're going to be doing it for quite some time. We felt they could use a little help.
I think if we don't see our government and some civilian organization bringing these men home, then we'll do it ourselves.
We have over 400 volunteers. There are ground-penetrating radar scientists.
We're getting an off-the-chart reading here.
Forensic anthropologists.
There you go.
Forensic archaeologists.
Ears.
Geophysicists. Ex-special forces operatives. Historians.
That's American. And it's in the right place.
Fundamentally, you name it, we got them.
It's about trying to make up for that mistake and failing these men 65 years ago, and hopefully we can find them now.
Tonight, the story of a young Marine from Boston who vanished during a brutal chapter in World War II. His family long ago lost hope they'd ever learn his fate. But that's changing now, thanks to help from people who believe no one should go unaccounted for.
The picture in its gold frame hung on the wall of Marie Lynch's home in Dorchester. Her granddaughter, Judy Armour, remembers it well from weekend visits to that house, that portrait of the smiling young Marine, the uncle she never knew.
My sister and I came upon a scrapbook and letters from the Marine Corps about him being missing in action, then a prisoner of war.
He was imprisoned in Mukden Prison, which 2,000 other Americans happened to be in prison there also, until he escaped. And he is the only one to have ever escaped.
And he was never found.
Where did he go? No one had any idea. So I'm very proud of the fact that through research, tracking down people, testimonials, a lot of legwork, a lot of sweat.
We found remnants up here.
We were able to move and track Lynch from Mukden Prison to Lushan Prison, approximately a 300-mile distance, and ultimately he perished there. No one was standing there when Lynch was executed, so we can't say exactly how he died. However, we do know the traditional way in which pretty much everybody else died there. They were hung up by their thumbs, and their skin was peeled off of them, and their bones were broken in certain sections. As their bodies disintegrated while they were still alive, their body parts were dropped into a bucket, and ultimately they were beheaded. The whole body went into the bucket. And now we have narrowed it down to a single barrel, what we believe could possibly contain his remains.
It's a travesty to have that happen. He didn't have a chance to get married. He didn't have a chance to have children. And that was taken away from him. The very least we can do is to bring home those soldiers who have given their life for their country.
We need to live up to this promise. If we are a nation founded upon principle, and we say to these men, leave no man behind, we're there to cover your back, and we don't do that, then what kind of people are we?
We've got to get them. That's all there is to it. We can't leave them there.